Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Stephanie, and I'm super excited. So this company, Pruvit, has done a ton for our family and so many other families on here, and I think it's amazing. And so what we are going to do is this. Our goal is to help you understand a little bit more of who Pruvit is and just the opportunity, just the opportunity that we have here. So how you can share. We like to say get in where you fit in. So there's lots of different ways that you can share. There's lots of environments. And just to learn that you don't have to be the tool, but we have the tools. But we want to give you just a kind of a brief overview of what it might look like if you want to start sharing this conversation. And so I'll tell you this. Before Pruvit, I was a tired, overwhelmed, needed a nap, like brain fogged mom. Since Pruvit, I have more energy to play with our kids. I've got more focus. We homeschool. We've got 4 daughters. So it's changed my life significantly physically. I've never felt better. I'm stronger and I'm older, obviously, in the last 4 years. And so, but also financially, we've been able to, in the beginning, it was grocery money. It was a van that wasn't held together by duct tape. It was like, what can we do to help my family out, right? And so it's so fun to see sharing something that you love that's changed your life with other families. And so with that, we're going to dive in. And I think Rebecca's on. We're going to cover a couple different topics for you. Rebecca, if you are on, why don't you unmute yourself? And Rebecca's just going to go over really quick, kind of like who Pruvit is and how we really lead with education. Rebecca, are you there?
Hey, Stephanie.
You're going to have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
But we can't hear you. Are you talking?
Yeah. Somebody says they can hear me. Can you not hear me?
Never mind. I probably don't have my... we have this funny little issue. So I homeschool, my kids play with my computer, and I've done this for the last 3 Zooms. I'm like, I can't hear you, and my volume is down. Rebecca, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, one of the things I really love about Pruvit is that we do lead with education and innovation. So our products are based in real science, and we can prove it. Before Pruvit came along, it was impossible for most of us to get the benefits of ketosis without following a really restrictive lifestyle and diet. And it's one that I personally don't want to follow. But with Pruvit, anybody can experience those benefits just by drinking our product. And one of the many, many things I love about our company is that we chose the community community-based marketing. And so what that means is instead of just setting our product on the shelf where someone could mistake it for just another protein powder or just another weight loss supplement or just another energy drink, we have a whole community of people who authentically love and use the product, and we share the product. And so we talk to our friends, our families, our coworkers about a product that we use every day, and we explain like what it's done for us. We just share our story. And so when we share our story, when people are interested, then they can try the product. So we like to educate our customers. It's not just about transactions. So we don't just sell a product and leave them off floating in space. We really like to coach them and guide them with our community to get the best results. And so that's, to me, phenomenal because you really get individual help and you get this whole community of support. And that's really kind of blown me away. I've never been involved in anything like this, where you really have a community of people who are all searching for better and who are all helping each other achieve that. Pruvit also has a lot of great resources. We have some online resources. We have a weekly specialist Facebook Live where we have a medical specialist that comes on, answers questions about how to use the products, what the products are, who can use the products. And so I don't have to become a ketone expert, which is awesome because I'm not a science person. So I just use the tools that the company provides. I connect people to this community just like this Zoom, and we all share information that way. So I just love it.
I love it. And I love what you said. We do call it community-based marketing, exactly what Rebecca said. So we love to build a community here. That's what I really truly feel like Pruvit has made a difference in, is like, you're right, Rebecca. if we were to have thrown this on the shelf 4 years ago, people had no idea really understood what ketones and ketosis was. So what Pruvit has done is they've educated the marketplace. And since then, we've had leading researchers and doctors come to us and go, can I speak at your events? Hey, what are you doing? Because what's amazing is they come and they teach us all of this crazy science, and we all are sitting there going, that's really cool. We don't understand it. We understand how great we feel. And so it's like passionate people met with science and data, and it collides, and it is so fun to watch. And Pruvit's always innovating. So then the scientists and the doctors are going, what can we do to make this better? And we're going, try this. And so it's a really amazing company to where we're going, it's not just this or it's this, but working together, it's phenomenal. And so I love that. Thank you for sharing, Rebecca. I truly appreciate it. So I'll tell you this, raise your hand, we love to have some fun on these Zooms. This is one way that we help educate people, like Rebecca said. We've got lots of tools. Sometimes we say tools in our tool belt. If you decide to share this conversation, what does that look like? Really, I tell people, if you love the product, it's an easy and fun conversation to have because, again, you're not the expert. We have the experts. You are passionate about how great you feel, and you just simply share it. Like, I'm a mom. I've got better energy. I go to the gym, and I've had better race times. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, everybody has their own story. And so we tell people there's lots of different ways to share this conversation. You can do it face-to-face. You can use social media. Some people love social media. They're busy at work and they've got kids, but they can make a post. You could do keto life parties where you invite a couple of your girlfriends or your family over, sit at the table and shake up some ketones. Like, it's the funnest and easiest way, and you don't have to make it super complicated. So I'm going to invite my friend Jenna, who she actually is a nurse, and I actually think she's working right now, but she stepped out, and she's going to talk about a simple method that we use that if you decide you want to share this, a really easy understanding of how you can share it and how you can get connected.
Hello, everyone. Stephanie, can you hear me? Fabulous. Okay, so my name is Jenna. We live over on the East Coast, and I am on call right now. So no worries. They haven't called me in. I'm good. But the thing I love, and just kind of to kind of continue what Stephanie had said, is that there are so many ways to share this. No, I didn't speak too soon. There are so many ways to share this, and you just pick, get in where you fit in. Pick what's awesome, right? Pick what you feel comfortable with. And if you're not comfortable in certain areas, just like Rebecca was saying, the community, the support, the tips, the tricks that you get are phenomenal. So whether you're a customer trying to drink free or someone who's like, you know what, I have more in me than that, I want to make this even more than just drinking free, then here is a play that works. I love that Pruvit gives us plays. So if you're like an athletic person or you played sports growing up, like here's a legit play, right? It's called ACE. If you're taking notes, I want you to write it down. ACE. A-C-E. A stands for attract. And just like Stephanie said, all we're doing to kind of get the conversation out there, to lead this ketone conversation, is to attract people to it. So how are you going to choose to attract them? She was talking about in person. Are you somebody who wants to invite people over to what we call keto life parties? One person, two people, however many friends, family members you have that need better mood, energy, focus, right? Fat loss, better sleep. Everybody needs that stuff. If you feel comfortable doing that, awesome. If not, just like Rebecca was saying, the community can connect you with tips and tricks on how to make that party perfect, even though don't make perfection the goal, right? Wear and share is one of my favorite ways to attract. Wear and share, buy a t-shirt that says ketones. Go to pruvitgear.com, figure out which one is your style and grab it. People will ask you, what are ketones? Well, what's ketosis? Put a label on your car or grab a ketone shaker bottle. Somebody hold up their ketone shaker bottle. I don't have mine. All of you guys better have them in your hands, right? It's like, oh, my husband to the rescue. Like, how many people, he's gaming right now. How many people don't have one of these? Go grab them, right? Great conversation starter. So that's just how you attract people to the conversation, it's a great way to do that. The next thing I'll just move, and social media, lastly. You go to the store, you buy a shirt from Target, right? You love it, you wear it, you share it, and people are like, where'd you get that from? And you're like, Target, isn't it awesome? Same goes with ketones, guys. So like, share your ketone stories, share your life on social media. Don't make it a big old Pruvit Facebook page, right? Stephanie always says that. But just share your life and people will eventually see the change in you. We all have stories, right? Number 2 is the connection piece. There is incredible tools put together by Pruvit that allows us to take the people who we've attracted in, right? And to connect them to expert advice or connect them to specialists or connect them to the campfire video is a good one. Connect them to each other, right? Maybe somebody doesn't vibe well with me, but they're going to vibe well with Stephanie. So I'm like, you know what? Let's see if this connection works, right? So third-party validation is incredible. I want to talk about 4 really, really quickly. We have the Keto U connection that I love using. It's your referrer code.pruvitnow. Or /keto u/. We have the specialist, which you can find on the Just Pruvit Facebook page or the Pruvit Keto 101, I think it's called, on YouTube. We have your campfire video, which is your referrer code.experienceketo.com. Great piece to connect to. It explains how the ketones work. And it even allows people to like fill out, hey, I want to try all of this good stuff. And then lastly are the Inspire On videos, which are people's stories. And I hear people say this all the time. Facts tell, stories sell. Like, totally love hearing people's stories. And the Inspire On videos are incredible for that. So that's the C part of ACE. Attract, connect, and then experience and enroll is for E. So experience or enroll. And all that means is you want people to either get the product in their hands and experience it, experience the community at events. If you guys are coming to Keto Academy and more, you know how awesome those are. You want them to experience the community also through the Pruvit Facebook page. So just connecting or having them experience the product and also the company, it just will make it come full circle. And then enroll, of course, they've tried the product, they love it, then get them enrolled as a customer. And so that really, really simple ACE play really does work. And it's a good thing just to remind yourself every single day, you know what, am I acing, right? Am I attracting? How am I attracting? Do I need to reevaluate? I heard a quote today that was super awesome. Oh, but look, I'm forgetting it. Like, I'll type it in the comments. I forget what it was, but it was something about failure. What was it, CJ? He doesn't know. He's not listening. Anyway, so that is ACE. And listen, my Pruvit story is that I was a tired, exhausted mom. Brain fog was terrible. I actually almost, like, I needed to stop being a nurse. I didn't feel like my patients were safe in my care. It was that bad. Now, since Pruvit, got myself back. And obviously my brain's working because I'm talking to y'all. So that's my story.
I love it. Thank you for sharing. So I hope you understand, like, what we really want you to hear is, if you decide, and like you're loving, like, raise your hand if you love the ketones, like if it's changed your life at all, right? Like I always say, it was selfish of me not to share it. So what we wanted you to hear with that is just, we've got a very simple method for you to share it. And we love to say this, when somebody comes to you and says like, what's in your shaker bottle? What does your shirt mean? Why do you have so much energy? Why do you look so great, right? Your one phrase, because some people go, I can't be salesy, or I've never done this before. Well, guess what? A lot of us on here have never done this before, but the one phrase that works is says, well, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? I tell people, get that in your head. I don't care what people ask you. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? If somebody says like, man, you look good. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? Hey, your skin looks great. Oh, what do you know about ketones? Right? We've got so many tools. Like, you don't have everything that Jenna shared. You don't have to know to a T. Like, you haven't raised your hand yet and said you wanted to share, but just know that we've got some simple methods to share with you. And so here's what I want you to understand. There's a couple ways to do this. We always say, get in where you fit in. A lot of you are probably already customers. Either you're drinking a 5 or a 10 day, so maybe you're trialing it right now, or you've been a customer for a while. And so you can continue to be a customer. It's free to be a customer and actually earn free product. So if you are on SmartShip, and if you get at least 2 people on SmartShips, 2 customers to order underneath you, you will get Pruvit bucks. So when we are done, get with the person that invited you, because they will show you a very quick visual and we can help you get free product. I always tell people we've got an A person, a B person, and a C person. So the A people are kind of like, hey, I'm going to stay a customer. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to maybe share with a couple of my friends and I want free product. That's awesome. We will help you do that. Maybe you're a B and you're like, either I already have my product for free, or I think I could share, like, I've got a couple ladies I could share with. Maybe I could have a party. So maybe you want to make anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month. That would be like a B. And just so you know, to be a promoter, it's $37 a year. So super, super simple. And so you can either be A, you can be B, or we've got the C person. The C person is like, I love this product. I love talking to people. I will have my friends over. I will go do keto life parties. I will do booths. I will blast this on social media. Like, I want this to bring my spouse home, or I want to stay home with my kids. Like, whatever that is, right? Maybe you're a C. We do have a bigger pack called the experience pack. And what does that look like? Raise your hand if you started with a 5 or a 10-day experience. Like, if you tried the product out and you're like, I'll give it a test drive, we'll see. Like, that's what this pack is entailed. Like, if you're serious, this pack it'll give you some different perks, and we can show you that later, but also it allows you to sell it to your friends and family to go, because I'm going to tell you very clearly, when we first started, we had no idea what we were doing, and I was chucking packs at people, like, try this, try this, try this. No lie. I had a girl reach out to me a year after we started the business, and she said, hey, you know what? I've been watching you for a year. I'm actually ready to try it. And I said, hey, Sarah, like, what happened to the pack that I gave you in the beginning? And she goes, I still have it. It's a year later. It's in my cupboard. People don't value free. So, like, people will come in and they'll try a 5 or a 10-day because it's kind of a low, like, oh yeah, I'll give you 30 or 40 bucks and I'll try it. That's the point of this pack. And even if you're a B person, or even if you're a C person, like, or an A, B, or C, I don't care. The pack is phenomenal, not for you to drink all of it, but for you to drink some of it and to share it with your friends and your family, to allow people to give it a test drive. So there's lots of different options to get in. We say, get in where you fit in, and let us help you. Like, we do the attract, connect, enroll. Again, you don't have to be the expert. This is fun. And the more you dive into our community, you will love it. You'll love the CEO. You'll love everybody that helps train. You'll just love their heart and their mission to help people and just to help others be better, whatever your better is. And so we're going to do some really quick. I want you to hear a couple people's stories, their Pruvit story, and then we are going to let you go. So the first person I'm going to have on is Jessica Craig. Jessica Craig is going to pop on, and she's going to share her Pruvit story. So Jessica, why don't you unmute yourself?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. Sorry guys, I was not prepared, so I'm on my phone. And also, Stephanie asked me to share my 1-minute story, so okay, we'll see. So I actually found this a little over 2 years ago, and my story is a little bit different than probably a lot of you guys. I was actually praying for the opportunity. So not only did I need the product, but I needed the business opportunity. So my husband and I, we had a 6-year-old at the time, a newborn baby, and we were struggling. We didn't really understand, know what we were going to do, how we were going to make ends meet. So we had just been trying to figure out what I could do to work from home so that I wouldn't have to put my newborn baby into daycare. So I was praying for opportunity, looking around at different things, and this just kind of fell in my lap. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, this is it. Like, what the heck? I really didn't even know a whole lot about ketones or ketosis at the time, but I was so impressed by just the thought of what this product could do for me. And so I was praying that it would work too, because I thought, if this stuff does what it says it's going to do, this is going to be huge, and this is how we're going to make a living. So got our product, tried it for a few days, absolutely fell in love and jumped in on the business side. So now, fast forward, it's been a little over 2 years and we're not struggling anymore. This is the craziest thing. Like, I'm so thankful because not only has this provided for my family and allowed me to be able to stay at home, but now my husband is home with me too. So we both get to work this together. And then just to kind of put it into perspective for you, yesterday, I haven't even shared this with my husband. He's over there listening to me from the couch. But yesterday, y'all, I was pumping gas. I was at the gas station. I was pumping gas, which I hate to do. My car was literally on 0 miles before I stopped to get gas. So that's embarrassing, but I was pumping gas and I looked up and I realized that it cost like $60 to fill up my tank. And it hit me. I realized, this is getting a little long. I'm sorry, Steph. It hit me. I realized before Pruvit, I can remember I would have to watch those numbers go up on the gas pump. I'm getting emotional, and stop it before it could fill up because we couldn't afford to fill up the tank every single time. Like, we had to make sure that we had enough money in our account to afford to buy gas. Like, that's the difference in our life now because of Pruvit and where we were before. So I'm so thankful that we said yes and that we jumped on board. And I hope if any of you guys are listening to this and you're not sure if this is something that you should do or you could do, or even if you want to do, I just say go for it. You have nothing to lose. This will absolutely change everything for you. Just freaking do it, and you can fill up your gas tank and not even think about it.
I loved it. Oh, thank you for sharing. I had one of those moments today too. I was fed up with our homeschool curriculum, Jessica, and I got teary-eyed because I told my husband, like, I'm buying all new curriculum. Like, what we're doing is not working. And he said, thank you, Pruvit. Like, Stephanie, you couldn't have done that before. It's those little things that make you go. So thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay. We've got 2 more stories. I'm going to have Anthony Simmons. Anthony, pop on and share your story. And then we've got one more for you. You're going to love them both.
Hey, thanks for having me on. So yes, my name is Anthony. I've been with Pruvit now for about 3.5 years. And my story, when I think about before Pruvit to now to kind of where I see myself going in the future, I see 3 totally different scenarios there. If I was to rewind and tell you a little bit about myself, I didn't have the energy. I had extra fat around my waist. I was tired, working multiple jobs, and to be honest, wasn't as present in my kids' life as I wanted to be. I have 4 ladies at home, three girls. At that point, I had a newborn, and I just wasn't providing for them the way I wanted to, emotionally, physically, and also financially. I've always wanted to take multiple vacations, but for me, that consisted of taking my kids on a weekend to a hotel to swim in a little water park area. And that's how it all started. And, around that time, my good friend Steve, Stephanie Milky's husband, he reached out to me about this company, Pruvit, this product, Keto OS. And for 6 months, even though he was a great friend, for 6 months, I ignored him. I avoided him at all costs because I didn't understand this concept of eating fat for fuel. That was new at that time, this whole keto conversation. And I didn't understand this company, Pruvit. Prove what? It just didn't make sense to me. And one day he finally got me out to actually have some supper, and he dropped this packet right here in front of me. He gave me 5 days, as Stephanie talked about, of this Keto OS, Orange Dream. It's the only flavor we had back then. And, usually I don't talk about the financial side of things, but he talked to me about the product, the community. But what really hooked me, and I know some C's on this call here. You talked about A's, B's, and C's, so I'm going to tell you this. He really hooked me in when he slid the rewards compensation plan about this car bonus, how we can get a car bonus. And I said, oh, you got my attention here. So, fast forward a little bit, going from being tired, extra fat, not having financial means, fast forward, I was able to now, after drinking this product, feeling the energy, having to transfer to work, and also coming back home with my kids to have the energy, the focus, the better mood to be around them. I was also able to fire my boss. So financially, I was able to leave my job. I was able to pull back out that document showing that car plan, that champ bonus car plan. And I was able to get myself a brand new car paid for by Pruvit, to take my kids and my family out of the 2-bedroom house that the 4 ladies, the big dog, and I were in, to actually get a brand new house. And I'm just sharing this because I know some of you guys are on here because maybe financially, like others, maybe you want to excel a little bit more in life and provide for your family. This company provided not just a community of great people, but a platform of it provided me a race car to take me from there to where I'm now, to I know sky's the limit to what I can achieve in the future. So I just encourage you to reach out to whoever invited you on this call, because if they're telling you things that they've accomplished, if they're telling you how they feel, they're not lying to you. The sky is the limit. All things are possible. And I think I mentioned only taking one vacation with my family in the very beginning. It rose to a goal of 3 vacations a year. We just got back actually from the Bahamas. Was able to take the whole family there, and now just planning our trip for next year to Disney World. So it's been a huge change from before to now to where we're going, and I'm just super excited.
I love it. I love all of these stories. Thank you, Anthony, for sharing. Yes, that's Steve's best friend. He always jokes the way he got to him was through some wings in his tummy. So I love it. Last story you get to hear from Lacey. Lacey's going to unmute herself, and she's got an amazing story as well. Lacey.
Hey guys.
Yes, I love it. You're up.
Awesome. Well, guys, my Pruvit story started about 2.5 years ago. I was kind of one of the snobs that was like, nope, don't need your product. That was me. And once I was open to the education, like the lady earlier spoke about, leading with education, that was the way I was introduced to this product, was through the campfire video. And once I saw the video, I already knew the value of ketosis because I'd already been trying to get myself in ketosis through the diet. And guys, in 8 months, I lost 2 pant sizes. Is going really, really slow. My energy was super low. I was so grouchy. And, but I was just determined to make this work. But when I was in ketosis, I felt great. When I watched this video, it told me I could be in ketosis every day. I was like, shut up. Like literally, I was so excited. I didn't care what it cost or what it tastes like. I wanted it. I bought I was a C like from Boo. I bought the whole experience pack before I even tried the product, just because, like Jessica said, if it worked and did what they said it was going to do, this was going to help a lot of people. And that I didn't even realize what I was signing up for the business. I just knew it was going to help a lot of people. And that's how I got started. It just has transformed into such a fulfillment career of just really helping other people. There's truly nothing better, in my opinion, than waking up to texts from people, oh my gosh, like I'm in my pre-pregnancy jeans, or like, I don't know, there's just so many great wins that these people are having that I couldn't stop the fire that was under my rear to go out and help more people. And that was a driver for me. And I actually wasn't looking for an opportunity, to be honest. I thought I was super happy with what I was doing for the last 9 years before, but I just was like waking up wanting to do Pruvit because it was so fun to help people find their better. And it was happening to people that was within my circle, and it was just so cool. So I wasn't waking up for the passion to do what I used to do. I was waking up for the passion that was new, that was so unexpected. But what it's transpired into, guys, is kind of like Anthony said, I don't talk a lot about the financial part, but guys, my big goal was so small because I didn't know that I was capable of doing what's happened. And it's not just me. We have a great community like that's been mentioned, but some of the things that I didn't even imagine I could do is like match my husband's income. Like that was never on my radar to do. And he has a great career, and that wasn't even part of my goal, but it's just happened through the driving force of helping people. Like, yes, the income's great. Yes, the community's great. But when the focus is just going out and helping people, there's not so much force on sell. You're just educating, and the people that see value in the tool and the application for the tool, like Stephanie talked about, some people it's pre-workout. Some people it's to not bite their kids' heads off by 6-7 o'clock at night. That was mine. Some people want to lose some fat. That was mine too. So I think it's just so exciting. And I feel like I haven't been a part of anything like it before. And it's just what's really cool is it's just getting started. So I can't even imagine when I started, we had 3 flavors. Now I don't even know how many flavors, no reboot kit. And the company's so innovative, the Keto Academy and more, and all these incredible events are truly just, it's really a cool thing to be a part of, and just seeing us now expanding into other countries, and it's just getting started. So I don't know. I didn't write anything out. I just shot from the hip, but I hope that maybe helps somebody. Guys, I've just been a stay-at-home mom for, I don't know, 11 years, and my dreams just weren't big enough. And now Pruvit's showing me how I can dream. So
I love it. And you're not just a mom.
I know I shouldn't say that word.
You are a mom, right? I hope that just watching is anybody inspired just by these stories? I mean, I hear these stories and I'm like, I'm so inspired. I'll sign up all over again. Like, let's start over. I mean, here's the deal. There's so many stories like that, not that this isn't hard, like easy, right? Like, you talk to people, you put yourself out there. You might have people that are the closest to you say no. But guess what? When you're surrounded by people that are like-minded, and when you're equipped and you've got a team to work with you, and you know how great you feel, like, you don't care, and those people will watch you for a while and then later on join you. So just know this. If you are loving the product, and if this is something that you want to dive into and know more about, whether you're an A, a B, or a C, we say get in where you fit in. We welcome to have this conversation with you. So get back with the person that invited you. Raise your hand. Let us know how you want to start. We've got the tools to train you, and just to get in and we go, we're ready to lock arms with you and let's do this. So we appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody who shared their stories. We'll be doing more of these. I loved it, and this is recorded for those of you who didn't have other people on here. I think it's great, and I'll send it out soon. So everybody have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.